Hey guys, what's going on? It's ProfessorSnipe here, and oh boy do I have some good news for you. Some good news for you guys on Battlefield Play for Free. We've got a new map that's been announced. Well, actually not a new map. Actually, it's just a remake of Dalian Rush. Yeah, so we're going to be having a new Rush map here soon on Battlefield Play for Free. Hopefully, I'm maybe thinking in a month, maybe, or a couple of weeks. That's just my guess, but I've got some pictures here leaked from Dalian Rush. It's supposed to be on the PTE really soon. Maybe by the time this video is uploaded, it's already on the PTE, but I'm going to try to push up this video as quickly as I can just for you guys to see. So I've got some pictures here from the actual Rush mode on Dalian with a bunch of vehicles and the Mcom's placement, and I'm going to be talking about those. So first of all, we got this picture here by the attackers. This is the initial spawn for the attackers. As you can tell, it looks pretty normal. But if you realize it has 3 helicopters on the side of the carrier, you've got 2 transports and 1 attack helicopter, and you have 1 jet on site. We don't officially know if there's going to be a second jet offered for us, but this is the first time we get to see an attack helicopter and a jet on the Rush game mode on Battlefield Play for Free. So it's something really interesting. We have every single we have a nice variety of vehicles, air vehicles. And moving on here to the defenders on the first Mcom, as you can take a look here, there is 2 sides, the A Mcom and the B Mcom, and this is the first set of Mcoms. As you can see, the A1 is located on this side of Dalian where nobody normally goes on the assault mode. So I have some video footage on the assault mode right now, as you can see. And it looks to be just this place inside a shed or something. This is where I'm guessing where the Mcom will be. And for the B1, I'm guessing it's going to be where that giant red thing is at, or maybe where A is. So I'm guessing that's where it is. It's not very clear, but as you can tell by this picture, I don't really know where it is, but you guys can take a guess of it. Now moving on to the second set of Mcoms, we have 2 pictures for the attackers. This is, I'm guessing, where the A Mcom was. I'm guessing where this one will blow up. I'm guessing all these vehicles will spawn there. So this will be the initial base for the attackers. And you can take a look. We have APCs, jeeps, and we have more boats. So it looks like we can be doing more flanking, which is going to be pretty good. And it's going to be pretty interesting to see this variety of vehicles and how they're going to be taking place in the action. Also, we have another picture here on the other side. This is where I'm guessing where the B Mcom would be for the first set. This is what happens when you guys take it out, and this becomes the initial base for the attackers once again. As you can see, we have more jeeps and a tank, I'm guessing, over here, and we have more boats. So also, like I said, it's pretty interesting to see how these vehicles, we're going to use them in action. And as you can see, you can take a look on this picture. You can see that there is the B Mcom over there. You take a notice how I'll just put a video right now. You can see this is on assault mode. This is where I'm guessing the Mcom will be for the second set. And if you take a look at the A Mcom on this same picture, and you take a look at the A Mcom on this picture, you can kind of realize that it's going to be located on that place where it has the sewers. So it's pretty much on the video right now you're seeing, it's pretty much like that. So it's pretty interesting once again to see how we'll be using those. Now moving on to the third set of Mcoms, or actually I'm just going to show the defender side of the second set of Mcoms. Take a look how we can see this tank already. He's just there parked for the Russians. And notice how you can also see the A. Like I said, it's going to be on that sewer place, and not the B. So they're both the same buildings, I'm guessing, and it's pretty interesting to see that. Now moving on to the third set of Mcoms, this is where it gets even more interesting and pretty cool. Now take a look at the Little Bird. We have the Little Bird for the US side, and we have another transport chopper. So looks like we have more helicopters, which is pretty interesting. And I don't see the attack helicopter here, so I'm guessing maybe it might be back at the base, or it's just not going to be available. If it dies, it dies. So it's pretty weird to see how we're going to incorporate this into the Dalian Rush mode, because I don't see any attack helicopter. This is personally my guess on it, because I don't see it, but we don't really know. This is not the finalized version of it. This might change. There might be an extra helipad or something, but this is what I'm guessing right now. I'm maybe thinking that there isn't going to be a second attack helicopter, and it's going to be taken out. If it gets taken out for the rest of the game. Now, if I go to the defenders portion of this, you can see Also, the defenders have their little bird, so the Russians have their Z11, I'm guessing that's what it's called. And also you can see more AGAs, you can see tanks and an APC. And if you take a look at the MCOMs over here, notice how the A MCOM is at the construction site, which is relatively close to the Russians' base. And if you look at the other picture, the A is pretty far, and the B MCOM is located at C, where the video is at. I'm showing you guys right now, and it's pretty interesting to see how much it's going to take the Russians to get there and the Americans. It looks like the Russians have a huge advantage because it seems to be closer to them, plus they have all this vehicle support, and a lot of defenders like to stay, they like to camp and stuff, so it seems to be very interesting how this is going to play out. And moving out to the final set of MCOMs over here, I'm going to show you guys the attackers right now. When you take this out, we have this huge, I'm guessing this could be like, we call it like a garage, and you can see we have a lot of DPVs. We have 3 DPVs, 2 Humvees, 1 tank, and 1 APC. So that's a huge arsenal here for the Americans, and still no sight of any aircraft over here. I don't see any jets, or I don't even see any helicopters. So I'm guessing if they're gone, or there's a special ability to spawn back at base. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. I've also realized that if I'm going to put a picture here of a developer for Easy, he also says we've built this from the ground up, so it looks like it's going to be a different type of rush mode. It's not going to be like the same copy and pasted same mechanism. It might be different, so we might have the ability to spawn back at base or at the carrier or something. So it's pretty cool and interesting to see. And once again, I'm going to show you guys a picture of now the defenders, and notice how you also see a bunch of vehicles, a tank, an APC, and you see transport choppers. So now we have a transport chopper for the Russians, which is pretty weird. You don't see a transport chopper for the defender side when it comes to MCOMs and stuff like that. And if you take a look at the MCOMs, you can realize that they're located relatively close once again to the Russians. And if we go back to the American picture, you can see that they're pretty far away. So I put videos right here, both showing where the A will be at and the B. These are not 100% certain, and it's not 100% true. Like I said, this is just my guess of it. I'm using those pictures as my guides to find those MCOMs. I got into a server here today, and I was taking a look around Dalian to see where it could be possibly located, and it makes a lot of sense to me. So what are your opinions on Dalian Rush? Do you think it's going to be a successful one, or is it going to be a failure like Kark and Rush? Kark and Rush was pretty interesting. It had a good idea of a map, but it wasn't working out too great for Battlefield Play for Free. I personally think it's going to be pretty good, very refreshing, given the fact that Dalian is not a very well played map. Not a lot of people play it and put it in their servers, so I think it's going to be refreshing to see Dalian a bit more. It's going to be more recurring in Play for Free, and I also find it pretty cool that there's going to be more aircrafts in the Rush game mode, more vehicles, and it seems here that we have every single vehicle in the game. We have the Little Bird, we have the tanks, APCs, we have the DPVs, the Humvees, the Gauses, and the Russian cars. We also have the jets, but there's still no signs of Russian jets. I can't confirm that, but there's sure as hell that we have every single vehicle in this game mode. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it plays out. Hopefully there isn't going to be too much base raping with helicopters shooting their Hellfires at base and destroying, and it's going to be pretty weird to see how you can incorporate those vehicles into a Rush game mode. So that's pretty much all I have to show for Rush. There isn't too much I have to say. This video is almost touching the 9-minute mark, and there it is. If you guys really enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It always helps me out because it gives you more motivation to keep on making those videos. And I'm pretty sure you can't find a video like this on YouTube. I'm probably the first person to dissect these pictures and give you guys some rumors and stuff like that. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary here on dissecting the little Dalian Rush thing. As soon as this comes out to the PTE, I'll try to get out some gameplay, and as soon as it comes out to the full version of the game, I'm definitely going to get some gameplay over here. So hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been Professor Snipe. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like rating, and I'm out. Peace.